Okay, well, one thing for you to work on, and I can see how you're working diligently to sync stuff up. I would encourage you to just try to load a little bit later, right? So you can see your hands are going back, going back, going back, going back, going back. Now our foot comes up. That's where I think I'd like to see you start going back. Because what ends up happening is if you just watch the bat relative to the posters in the background, right as your foot's coming down here, you can see that you're just going to slightly start to move it forward, ever so slightly, right? And that just tells me we're just starting a little bit with our arms and we're not really getting the stretch with our lower half. Because as I watch hands and I'll watch our back drive here. You can see how it's together. And the end result is we're just getting a little bit around. And if we watch our chin, put something relevant there. See how we're going backing up through extension? Even on a pitch, middle, we went backing up. And it's just a slight breakdown. I would say let's try to start loading a little bit later so that we can try to get that rubber band effect where if we were hitting, let's say, right there, I would love to see our foot down. That's a pretty good position. And then we could see this start to come in before our hands started to move because as I watch, again, I'm watching here and here, you can see how the hands just start a little bit first. It's that movement right there, right? So now all of a sudden our hands are just leading a little bit and we can see how our path to the ball, instead of shooting straight out, we're a little bit long and around. We're a little bit down and now we're going to come short and around. Let me show you on another swing. Okay. So I would say wait, and now start going back. So instead of having that action, right, I would say let's wait until just till we're picking our foot up forward. Now let's start going back because right there's our furthest point back right there. And again, just watching the bat relative to the posters in the background, just as your foot's coming down, it's just a little bit. You can see how it's just starting to move forward there. It's very slight, very slight. But again, as we're watching here and here, you can see how the hands just come a little bit first, just a little bit. Ideally, I'd like to see, if I'm just watching your back leg, like I'd like to see your hands stay still all the way through there. If we could just get there without our hands moving, because that's your first lower half drive, and you can see how your hands are coming with your first motion forward with your lower half. Okay? So I would say let's work on loading a little bit later and trying to feel that separation so that as we get, again, I'm watching here, say right there, now our hands should start to move forward so that our hands aren't moving forward on there. Because as I'm watching your first lower half movement, I'm also watching your hands and they just come together. And that's why I think if we go back later, we're going to be able to feel a little bit more of that separation and that will give us more long through. Again, you can see how our end result is that we're a little bit around. And as we watch our head, you can even see from here, as I put this arrow towards your chin, how it's backing up, backing up, backing up, and how that gives us a smaller chance to intersect the ball.